So today we're going to be taking a look at what makes a good wedding photo good and a bad wedding photo bad, so that you can apply this knowledge and these techniques into your own wedding, so then you can have happier clients. So we're going to split this video into 3 sections. Section 1 is going to be being more unique. But what exactly does that mean? So it's very normal before a wedding to go onto Google and get some inspiration for some different poses that you can do. And that's perfectly fine. But what you'll notice from doing that is that a lot of the poses that you're going to see from doing some research on Google is that you're going to get some pretty generic stuff. Don't get me wrong, these poses are great, and if you do them with your clients, they're probably going to love them, but it's stuff that you see all the time. So you need to be doing this, but then using your environment and surroundings to be doing something unique. So a great example of a time when I was trying to take a photo that was more unique was when I was walking with the bride and groom, going around different locations to take their portraits, and we came across one of the wooden cabins that was on site. Now these wooden cabins had a kind of porch area that overlooked the lake, and I thought it would be a really good idea to just simply get the bride and groom and have them lean over the decking and just have a casual conversation while looking at the lake. I didn't want them being lovey-dovey. I didn't want them looking into each other's eyes and giving kisses, because that's what you would expect me to take. Instead, I just wanted them to have a casual conversation as if they had kind of just woken up in the morning and was just admiring the view on another Tuesday. And doing that gave me this image. And honestly, I love how this came out, and so did the client, because it's not what you're expecting. So another instance of me trying to be a bit more unique in this wedding. In this particular venue, they had a swing that was attached to a tree. Now naturally, I got your normal shots of the bride sitting on the swing and the groom being behind, and giving kisses from behind. I got all that stuff that you would expect. But then I thought, well, why not put the groom on the swing and have the bride push the groom? And they loved the idea and they found it so fun. And you can see from these photos that they were actually having genuine fun. These aren't posed smiles. This is the couple actually laughing and having a good time. And it's very, very hard to get those kind of reactions when you're telling the couple, look at me, smile. You're not going to get this kind of facial expression that you see in this photo here. So when you're on location, you really want to just stand back and take a minute to look at your environment, look at your surroundings, and just think to yourself, how can I use this to my advantage and take a photo that nobody else would think of taking? Those are going to be the keepers, and those are going to be the ones that the clients fall in love with. So the second part of this video is all about distractions. So distractions is something we talk about on this channel quite a lot. We've covered it quite a few times at this point, but it really applies when we're working with weddings, because we want the attention to be on the bride and groom. Take this photo, for instance. This is the moment right after they shared their first kiss as a newlywed. It looks great and all, but if we take a look at the raw file, suddenly we've got this big yellow fire hazard triangle thing. And it's so bright and prominent. It's small, but you know it's there, and your eye goes straight to it because it's this yellow triangle and it's taken away from the subject. And you don't want your audience to look at them and then instantly look at this yellow triangle. So it's our jobs as the photographer to remove this kind of unnecessary distraction that just takes away from the image. Now, the final part of the video. This, I genuinely believe, separates the professionals from the amateurs, and that is simply editing consistency. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've seen professional wedding photographers who are charging upwards of £1,000, £2,000, and you'll see a photo that they've taken and it's great. The posing's great, everyone's having a good time, and the editing is great, the tones is just perfect. And then you'll go to the next photo in the sequence that was clearly just taken, say, 2 or 3 seconds later, and it's got a completely different edit applied to it. when you've got these two photos that were clearly just taken seconds apart, but they've got two completely different edits, the client is just going to sit there and think, oh, well, they've just applied a different filter on it. Like as if you've put no time into editing whatsoever and you've just clicked on different filters. That's the feeling they're going to get. So in my personal opinion, it's really important that when you're editing your images, you're keeping consistency throughout the entire album. And it's really not hard to do that. Once you've got the edit that you've liked, you've been working on this one image, all you've got to do is come up to the presets tab up here, top right, click the plus button, and now you can make this edit a preset, and you can call it whatever you like. I'll just call it wedding. So now whenever I apply that preset onto an image, it will look exactly like this. So here's the original raw file, and if we just select wedding, boom, that's the image edited, just like that. And you can do that to every single photo in that sequence. Now, when you get to images that might be in different areas, different locations with different exposures, the image might need tweaking a little bit when you apply the preset, but overall it's going to work pretty much the same. So hopefully after watching this video, whether you're brand new to wedding photography or you've been doing it for years, hopefully you've managed to take something away from this video and maybe learn something. Of course, if this video has helped you out in any way whatsoever, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like on the video. Also, recently, side note, it's very recently been 100 days since I uploaded my first video on YouTube, and my goal for that was to hit 100 subscribers in 100 days. On the 100th day, after my first video came out, we had actually hit 173 subscribers. Honestly, I wasn't even expecting to hit 100 subscribers, so thank you to everybody that did subscribe. I think as of recording this video now, we're on 185. It just keeps going up, and I'm really, really happy to see that. So if you haven't subscribed already, of course, it's free to click. It really helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching this video. There's probably going to be another video soon, but in the meantime, you can check out more videos here, and I will catch you in the next one. So thank you very much again. See you soon.